You know, I actually saw a website, kid you not, the other day, like 2 days ago, and they didn't even have bios of the partners. There was no mention of any partners in the firm.
So people didn't work there?
I guess not. It was crazy. It was like 5 pages, one solid color, and no bios.
And, you know, there's so many obvious, egregious mistakes. An old Facebook page or a Facebook page with one photo of it, you know, on it in 2012, or 6 Facebook pages, each with one photo in a different year. A LinkedIn page that's been filled in by LinkedIn instead of someone intelligent. No Twitter at all. Not so uncommon, but, you know, young people are on Twitter. It is relevant to them. So if you don't even have any Twitter handle for your firm, you look a bit stodgy on your brand. There's so many ways to fail in recruiting online. I think the most important test for it, though, is, are you getting the phone calls you want? Mm-hmm. If you have plenty of candidates and you're really happy with their quality, who cares what Dawn and I think? But if you need more candidates, or you're getting just candidates that just don't seem to be a fit for you or don't have the qualifications you need, then perhaps it's time to make some changes.
You know, I think Wendy did touch upon it in regards to the fact that, are they getting enough candidates and are they good candidates? Mm-hmm. One of my solutions to that, if you have any sort of relationship with a college, especially for younger recruits, maybe do a focus group and just see what they think, mm-hmm. you know, because they'll be more open about that. And I really want to know what my recruits think, if that's the case.
I think the firms that do this best think of it as a process, not an event. So they have a significant and interesting presence at some colleges. They know how to recruit interns. Mm-hmm. They know how to treat them while they're there. And they continually keep in front of people. Sometimes it happens that you're recruiting for a position and you get 2 or 3 good candidates. You wish you could hire them all, but you know, that's just not the real world. Keeping in front of these candidates even as they go to other choices. Being active in your professional associations so you keep running into people. Making sure that you're out there, your brand's out there, your firm's out there, and really regarding online as the support system for nurturing these people throughout their careers until it's the right time to work with you.
And I think one of the best things you can do for online is really create some videos and think about creating videos for each of your audiences, whether it's interns, whether it's young recruits, whether it's laterals, and figure out what's important. There's a lot of surveys out there that other companies have done that you can find out really what is important. It's not just about the money. And ask questions around that, because then they'll get that sense of what you are or who you are as a firm, but also that emotional connection to the individual that you're listening to on the video.
It's more real with video. If I'm a lateral in my mid-career, to be looking at a video of a lateral in the middle of their career saying, I've worked here for 5 years and I don't think I'll ever work anywhere else. It's great. Right. It's just so much more believable than a more talking head managing partner video or no video at all. Right. You know, first of all, I think the best laterals are not older and social media slow. I think the best laterals are whatever age they are, mm-hmm. and they're savvy individuals who know the world has shifted and they're shifting with it. And they're people who are at least reasonably comfortable with social media. And they're expecting you to be too. And if they expect a firm that is also forward moving and up for change and meeting the world as it is, if you don't show up that way, you just look foolish. And there's this whole opportunity with firms. I think a lot of firms don't understand that this is a whole. It's integrated. And what you do in traditional marketing, maybe you get an article or you do a speech or something, you win an award. And what you do on online marketing, it really is one world. And that you really have to make sure that all of those things work together. And I know this requires a lot more expertise than it required to maybe just run a website. But it's expertise you have to stay relevant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a firm that recently is celebrating a big anniversary, and we were able to assist them in getting some wonderful articles and basic trade publications, as well as just some business journals in the city that they're located in. Now, the other thing that we did was we really pushed them out on social media, and we are creating a lot of social media buzz and interaction, which has been wonderful because they have some very distinct niches and they need lateral hires that have this expertise. And because we've been doing this on a regular basis for a while now, they've been able to get a couple of really great laterals. In fact, one from the Big Four. And so I think they work hand in hand, and you just really have to make sure that you're doing a full-blown campaign.
Well, really, the point is, if it's not on Google, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it doesn't matter how much stuff you do in the community, for example. Your firm might be super committed to a community cause.
Right.
If it doesn't show up on Google and I don't happen to be a part of that cause, I'm just not going to know about it.
Right.
Google is now becoming more real than reality. Scary, but actually it's where reality continues to exist.
Exactly. I have a firm that's just won an award, is being nominated, one of 6 firms for our companies for a public service award. And we haven't really heard much about it. And so now we're going to be talking to them about how can we promote this outside of that. And it's just not about going to the dinner and getting that award, but how can we actually make it more visible.